Longtail, look, I'm out for you. Because, look, you did say the thing that where black people don't get to claim that they should be prioritized in anime because, you know, they're not the target audience. I would like to state that that is completely incorrect. Because in that case, black people didn't get to remove themselves from anime altogether. That means we get to delete all of Cowboy Bebop. That means we get to delete all of Samurai Champloo. That means we get to delete literally any jazz influence altogether in anime. Baccano, Gangstar, any Gangstar, all of JoJo's. Let me tell you, all of JoJo's just gets deleted if we just get black people out of here. So black people have more than enough right to demand more representation in anime because of the amount of information that we've just been able to give to anime creators and that they've just taken from us as a foundation. Black people throughout the entirety of the world have been excluded from the influences that they have given people, and that is completely unfair. And regardless of even if the blurs are out there being annoying, black people in general get to claim that they should deserve more representation in the media that they help support.
Yo YouTube, this Anarchy is the Darkness, also known as Sir Killington of Colorstruck, also known as the co-creator of Afronomenon Studios. My co-host Longtail and I actually recorded a video for this, but the video came out really bad. That lighting was terrible. So what we're going to do is we're going to play a little Monster Hunter while you listen to the rant. Enjoy.
A creator that's got hip hop and everything in it. If
Like-
they're not creative, if they're not popular,
So first of all, like, see,
should we be recording?
don't worry about it. So the whole idea, the entire idea of that black people, first of all, we have to share our culture. Nobody else in the world shares that experience. Nobody else. Only black people. You have to share your culture. You have to. The Japanese do. First of all, the Japanese got anime and animation from America. They got it from us. Okay, they got it from this country, and they just made that shit better, right? Which tends to happen, but like nobody's gonna force them. Like what you're trying to do is what the world do to us essentially. You have to let us use and monetize hip hop. You have to let us use your culture. Well, you have to. Why? Explain to me why. Because it's not everybody's culture. I don't care how worldwide hip hop is. Hip hop will never be everybody's culture. It's our culture. We came up with that. My father was a hip hop DJ. Fucking DJ. He's from Jersey, so he came from that culture. My dad was born in 65. Hip hop was created in like 79. My dad is birthed from that culture. He's a part of that. Like, I come from hip hop. My name was gonna be Sensei. My dad's hip hop DJ name was DJ Sensational, and he was gonna name me Sensei. I am fucking hip hop. Nobody in the world has to. Nobody. So when a black nerd says we have the right to demand from Kishimoto, Akira Toriyama, all these anime pioneers that they give us black people because a company decides some company decides, because remember it's not Akira Toriyama or any of the people who are using hip hop and jazz and shit. The production company decides what music and what they're going to put into it. Sometimes the creators put in hip hop and stuff, and you can tell in the characters. It's like with Devilman Crybaby, you can fucking tell. Like, they have hip hop influence in there. They got people rapping. They got a kid with dreadlocks. They got hip hop in there. They got all types of shit. But you're telling me, like, because a production company decides to put jazz and hip hop in this anime that is inherently Japanese because it comes from Japanese people, created and written and distributed by Japanese people, that they have to, because they use black culture, that they have to put black people in it. That to me is you getting on that is you begging. You're begging Japanese people to see yourself. That to me doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like that to me, that don't make any sense.
It's only black people that do that. You think Japanese people are begging for like Marvel and DC representation? No,
So-
they got their own work.
So to an extent, yeah, because I was kind of ignorant on that. You think about it. So what's
I mean,
that? Was it Tai?
I mean, you could say
Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi is coming out, right? Is it
I
Shang-Chi?
mean, you can say American Asians here want representation,
Yeah.
sure, but
Yeah.
like China and Japan aren't looking to America
No.
for representation because they have their own media for that.
No, they see as a matter of fact, wasn't there a whole thing about how China saw
Mulan?
Kung Fu Panda,
Yeah.
and it was like, yo, this is really fucking good. Why are we doing this for ourselves?
Yeah.
Didn't China do that?
Yeah.
That's what China did.
That's what China did.
So instead, what we got is black people, African Americans, who want something from Japan or from Asian cultures. They want to be represented by them, instead of finding black people in their own culture and doing the same thing.
Mhm.
That don't make any sense to me. You're begging for crumbs. It's like I guess it's because we're used to it because we live in
Yeah.
America and we're used to like, please Disney, please give us a black princess, please give us a black prince, give us this, please, please,
They're not gonna
please.
give you a
Instead of,
Prince.
I mean, it's so. Me, Big Disney, I am going to take these stolen fairy tales that I stole from other cultures from across the street. See, some of those cultures were African cultures. We stole all this shit from all these African cultures, and we're gonna give you Princess Tiana. Make you think that like Princess and the Frog was a white thing.
Directed and created by a pair of white men.
Yeah, also problem. See, that's that bullshit. That's why whenever a blur when they start complaining about like as a black creator, whenever I see a black creator black blurred start crying about not being represented by something that is owned by non-black people, I cringe.
Yeah.
I cringe. I don't care how much stuff Japan borrows from black people. It's ironic that they borrow shit from black people and don't have black people in their animes. It's ironic and it sucks. But it's also like, what you gonna do about it?
Mm-hmm.
They're just treating us because we're so free with our culture anyway. Hey, just have this hip hop. Yeah, Iggy Azalea can be a rapper. Eminem can be considered the best rapper ever because he knows words. Because really, if you listen to hip hop, with Eminem, his flow might be crazy. He might rap fast, but it's really just a shitload of like words, and he knows how to rap them together.
Yeah,
He can't tell a story for shit.
Vocabulary.
He has expansive vocabulary, but that don't make you the best rapper ever.
Yeah.
Like whenever somebody, at some point I was like Eminem was like number 2, and as time went on, I started listening to other people and I started listening to things. It's like, this is not about hip hop. But as I went on,
we're recording?
Yeah, I've been recording.
Oh.
At the moment we started talking about this, I lost about 5 minutes of it.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, but no, in general, where was I?
Eminem, hip hop. He was number 2, and then started listening.
For me, Eminem was number 2. And as time went on, I listened to other things like, oh god damn, Redman is fucking fire. Why didn't I rate Redman higher? Because I have a video on YouTube where I rated my top 10 rappers, and it's like Method Man and Redman are like 7 and 8 when they should be like 3 and 4. You know what I'm saying? But I got Eminem way too far up, and I really only got him there because he was one of the teenage things, and he hated his mom, and I hate my mom. And anyway, back to the blurs. Okay, if what he just said to you is just, we can even use that video for this. What he just said to you is essentially, we are entitled.
Yeah.
We're entitled to want to be wanted. Nobody else in the world wants us.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants to be black till it's time to be black. Oh wait. Nobody wants to be black. Everybody wants to be black till it's time to be black.
Yeah.
Nobody wants us. Nobody fucking wants us. Mm-hmm. Stop acting like because they might put a black character or, Masashi put fucking Killer Bee in there, that like there's some respect when it comes to black characters and black culture, or the fact that they got a character, the Ogun character and Fire Force, was it Fire?
Yeah, Fire Force. Fire
Force. Just because they had if anything, you should be offended. Why the fuck is there a character named after African gods, but they're more like spirits? The Oguns, the Orishas, more like spirits, less like gods.
Yeah.
Why is that like whenever if you Google that shit, why is his picture coming up and not
The
actual culture from the
Yeah.
so your culture, you're essentially giving your culture away because you want to be represented.
Yep.
Why would you do that?
Mm-hmm.
Why? What are your take on what he just said?
I'm just gonna say, dude, you're still begging. Like, you still think because black, like you said, just because Asian people inserted hip hop and black culture that they have to put in black characters in their animes when they don't.
Mm-hmm. Or wanting, because he's saying wanting
To put black characters in their Asian focused anime,
mm-hmm.
that's
Mm-hmm.
still begging. Than simply being like, yeah, I'm tired of that shit. Let's go support some black creators. You said none of that in your response.
He's not going to say that because a lot of blurs are like, they're a lot like white people when it comes to like, hey, support some black creators. Why do I have to support you just because you're black? I say this and I say this a lot. There are people who will literally see a black character. I've been to 3 Comic-Cons, 2 of them were Baltimore Comic-Cons. There are literally black people who see, they're not just black people, they're white people. There are literally black people who see black characters and it turns them off.
Mm-hmm.
And it turns them off. It's automatically some black power shit.
You mean from black artists?
Oh yeah, they see it from black artists. But when they see a white artist doing it,
yeah,
it's the greatest fucking thing in the world.
Greatest thing in the world. Especially if they're white or Asian.
Oh, they love it. They love it.
They love seeing black representation through them. But if it's black representation through black artists, it's nah.
Yeah, it's like that is a great drawing. I love that you're doing black characters. Okay, then buy something.
That was in my finger up, finger down challenge when it comes to being a black artist at cons.
Yeah, for real?
Yeah. It was, I think one of the first things was if you've gone to a convention where someone black has come to your table, sing your praises about being a black artist and leave.
They walk away with a bag full of shit.
Not even bothering to pick up your little artist card. Like completely leave even when the artist card is free.
Yeah,
but they're singing your praises about being a black artist.
Oh my god, you're so you're great. This is great.
We need more of you.
We need more black artists.
Keep up the good work,
bro. Are you gonna?
See you later.
You gonna buy something, my guy? You gonna buy something? And get away from my table.
Yes, you're covering my table from potential.
God damn. And it's sad because like. They say this, so what you're saying essentially like a lot of blurs want validation from white people.
Yeah, and Asian people.
And Asian people, right? They want validation, they want representation, they want to be validated from these people. Like, but what hurts me is I want to be validated by black people.
Yeah.
I don't care about white people or Spanish people or Asian people liking my shit.
Like,
I don't care.
Like, if I'm making a table and it's got full of black faces on it, and if anyone white and Asian came to my table to say, how come you don't draw anybody white and Asian? Be like, oh, well, there's that other person right over there that's doing exactly that. I'm gonna, I'm not looking for white and Asian validation. I'm not. Like, I want the smoke. I want the smoke. I want the black people. I want the black people to see me the way they see Chadwick Boseman. You know what I'm saying? I think it's sad that a lot of black people love a lot of blurs know who Stan Lee is, but don't know who Dwayne McDuffie is. That fucking kills me. You know who Stan Lee is, but you don't know who Dwayne McDuffie is. Yeah, that might be me.
You know, You don't know who Dwayne McDuffie is?
What is his works? I might know his works.
Static Shock.
Then yes, I know.
Milestone. No.
I don't know him by
he did
name.
more. But it's the thing. He did more than just Static Shock because like he did Static Shock, and then like DC was using him to like write other stories, not just Milestone stories. He was doing other shit. He's our Stan Lee.
Yeah.
But black people don't know who he is. That's like. Oh my God. That's like fucking being black and not knowing. Being black and loving being black and not knowing who Marcus Garvey is. That's like I love being black but don't know who Booker T. Washington is. Mm-hmm. I love being black. I don't know who E.W.E. Du Bois is. I don't know who Madam C.J. Walker is. I don't know. I don't know who Harriet Tubman is. You know these people, but as to me, in in the context of art, in the art world, you should know who fucking Dwayne McDuffie
That
is.
is weird because I will hear blurs speak of like anime directors, and they go like a whole history of like, oh yeah, they did this, they did that, and I'm just here like, I didn't even know they did that. I just like tell me the cartoons that they made and that's it. I don't know them by name.
I mean, I don't know most of them, but I only know Masashi Kishimoto and Akira Toriyama because those are the two top animes.
I know Akira Toriyama,
You know?
like when it comes to anime, not movies, but when it comes to anime series, Akira Toriyama. I don't even know who did the Pokemon series.
Oh, who did that? Who created Pokemon?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I'm a big fan of Pokemon, but I don't know who did the Pokemon anime.
Who created Pokemon?
Yeah.
Who created Pokemon? I don't know who created
Like,
Pokemon.
I know.
I was like Bandai or some bullshit. I know Nintendo.
No. I mean like the person who made Pokemon. Like Akira Toriyama did Dragon Ball Z.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't even know the name of the person who did Sailor Moon.
I know that they're married to the person who did Yu Yu Hakusho.
But that's the thing. The person who did Yu Yu Hakusho, what's the name?
Damn.
That's what I mean. Like, but a lot of black blurs know these people by name, but wouldn't know a lot of.
And of course they know. Everybody knows who Stan Lee is because like even Japanese people who love manga know who Stan Lee is. Like they know.
Like you think they know Aaron McGruber?
Japanese people or black people?
Blurs.
I feel like you can't call yourself a blurred if you don't know who Aaron McGruber is. Like you can't because that was one of the first representations we got that was American anime. Like that was one of the first, well, not American anime, but Black American anime.
Yeah.
The first that was the
black made.
Like I honestly think because when I was growing up, we all knew who Dragon Ball Z was. A lot of people knew what Dragon Ball Z was, but it wasn't like it was like super popular. It was like super popular, but like it wasn't like popular the way Boondocks was when it came to black people.
Yeah.
So like if you was black, you knew what Boondocks was. You knew what Boondocks was. I don't know white people tried to switch up and be like, oh, you mean Boondocks Saints? Nah, nigga. Nah. We talking about the Boondocks. Don't bring that Boondock Saint. Oh no. Goodbye. But no, like dead ass. Like you know who Aaron McGruber is.
I mean, there's not a lot of black animator creators.
Oh, you know who Boondocks is. Well, yeah.
Like all I know is Aaron McGruber and Ian Jonesy, who did OKKO.
Of course. But that,
and I guess
that's animation. That don't count as anime though.
I mean, you call it Boondocks anime?
It's American. It's Black American anime.
But
it's influenced by anime.
But I'm just saying, like, just black people that make animation.
Okay, well, yeah. I didn't know that. I know that. Well, I didn't know. See, I stopped watching Cartoon Network. Once they took off the cartoons? Well, once they did Boondocks the way that they did, I stopped watching Cartoon Network, period. Like, so, season 1, season 2, then season 3 got weird, and then season 4 was like, flat out, like they were slaves.
They were trying to...
I was like, it's very clear this is not Aaron McGruder.
They were being very insulting for, like, the action.
Like, you lost all sense of the actual... We've gone all over the place. You lost all senses of the actual show.
This started from the blurred asking for representation in anime when there are black creators that could.
So we still on point. So there are black creators who create for black people, and a lot of blurs ignore them, and that's a problem.
And that Thompson character isn't Thompson.
Who?
Black anime.
Oh, you mean LaShawn?
That's not something.
So, I think
there needs to be other black creators, but they keep going to him.
Oh, I mean, see, here's the thing. That's how Hollywood is. Hollywood is
they won't take risks.
No, so they're gonna find somebody who has a name and use their name. They don't care about giving new people chances, and it's all about networking and stuff like that. So if you have made a connection before, they're more than likely are coming to you. They're not going to. That's not how Hollywood works. Like they want someone who's already has a name.
Phew. Go on, I'm seasoned.
Okay. So they want somebody who already has a name. So the chances of somebody new being chose to do something is slim. We're not gonna get that. It's hard.
The creator of OKKO, his partner is the creator of Steven Universe. So
I mean, it's, well, a part of the reason, see,
no, but I'm just saying like the connection you were talking about.
yeah, so hey, so this is going to be their inaugural conversation to Afronomenon Talks. I'm Anarchist. This is,
I'm Longtail, aka Ilsa.
and thank you for sitting and listening to our babble bullshit.
Are we live?
We're not live. no.
Okay.
No. If you like comic books, please hit our subscribe star. Yo, if you like dark, gothic fantasy stories with Lycans, vampire, werewolves, mutants, powers, fighting, adventure, please hit up our subscribe star. We are the creators of the comic book Judgment Day, and we are looking for support for this comic book.